Hello everybody, this is Dr. Obsidian. Thanks for joining me today. We're playing a game called Gladiator Guild Manager, which is currently in early access, and I've only played it once, and I only played it a little bit, and I learned a few things about the game, so it seems to be a pretty fun little game here. It's an auto battler. You basically manage your guild and try to get your gladiators leveled up and win championships. So let's see how we do here. Team color red or blue? Let's go with blue. We'll go right in the middle, difficulty hard. Start with random gladiators. I don't need the tutorial. I did learn how to play this already a little bit. What is simplified quirks? See, I'm still learning the game a little bit. Start with less quirks and simpler ones recommended. Okay, no. We're permanent death. Now, I played with permanent death last time, and I realized that I don't think that's really how it's supposed to be played. But you can if you want. They give you gold every time you die, so you can rebuy your gladiators. But if they die, it's pretty painful, because there is a mechanic to resurrect. So you don't get it if you do permanent death. So we're not going to play permanent death the first time through with the video series here. So let's go ahead and
you're the new
jump
guild
in.
owner, I hear. Welcome to Deadwoods.
Let's see. What happened to the previous owner?
Turns out he didn't have the stomach for this kind of thing, but left a few buildings we can make use of. Take a look around.
Got it.
Anyway, I'm Slyn, your guild assistant.
Nice to meet you.
Let me give you a heads up. Gladiator championships are organized at the start of each month.
All right.
Then there's the old arena named the Ring of Death. We can join the action there each week. They organize a variety of different fight types.
Got it.
And lastly, the Deadwoods has its fair share of problems. Bandits, beasts, feral undead. So expect to be contacted and asked for deadly gladiator services outside of the arena.
Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I have 550 gold, a little bit of wood and things like that. Can't build anything. I could upgrade some of my stuff. Here's the reviving temple that doesn't work if you have permanent death. But now we can resurrect our people. They have some quirks here that allow you to bring them back, and they get some debuff or buff or something like that based on that. So let's take a look here. We've got Skull Smasher here. 300. We need to go cheap. Here's an archer. If she kills an enemy, she restores maximum health, but she probably shouldn't be getting hit. This knight doesn't charge a wage because he's a slave. That's their perk there. Knight gets to block and basically hit. We can hire knights, we can hire berserkers, and we can hire archers. When alone in an arena, their strength's increased by 100%. However, he's an extrovert, so he starts fight with a decrease of 30%, and for each additional gladiator, he gains 10%. So he's a lone wolf, but he's also, that's like offsetting there. Here's some basic archers, which might be good to start off with. Each time the gladiator blocks or dodges, his strength is increased by 10%. That's pretty nice. He's just a flat-out front line. Berserker has a lot of stuff here. A long axe attack, which does quite a bit of damage. Punch, which is strong as well. He kicks an enemy and knocks him down. Knockdown is pretty nice, and he's got a block. And he gains plus or 30% stamina. Each 30 max stamina gives him additional strength, and each time he gets damaged, his strength increases. Wow, he's definitely a berserker. 300. No way to heal, but that would be kind of nice. Let's buy him. When the battle starts, he loses 20% of his stamina. He doesn't need stamina to block, just to swing his sword, and it's not very expensive, so I don't mind that right now. And just some archer that's Lorelei, the Bear Slayer, the Deadly, and the Quick. You want somebody with high agility. It looks like Lorelei it is. We have 3 gladiators now. We'll check the item market and see. There is increased intelligence. We don't need that. What we do need, maybe a bow. And then we'll give it to Lorelei here. Gives her a little bit of a agility boost, which allows her to do a little bit more damage with her arrows. Give her a little bit better dodge and knocks her cooldowns down a little bit so she fires off faster. All right, we can go to the Ring of Death and fight. So maybe 3 versus 3 is probably the best way to start, although we're all pretty weak. We have a pretty good layout, I think. So let's go ahead and try. Hopefully they don't have an archer or a priest or something. Ooh. All enemy gladiators lose 20% of their health. Oh, we will save him for last, maybe. All right. The Berserker. We're gonna set this guy low. We don't want to kill him first. Kill him first. He's the one that hits the hardest. You can also set their stuff here. We'll send the Berserker after the support normally. Lorelei, well, you can target the big guy. We leave him for last, hopefully. Engage him, save him for last. That looks pretty good. That's not good. At least the archer's getting some kills. I thought that Berserker was pretty great. Yeah, he died because of that debuff there. 30. Okay, so we collect those items. Alright, so I've never revived anybody yet, but it looks like I can for 35. That's not bad. Whoa, Berserker. Revived for 1 mana crystal and 180. Light smoker. Gonna hold off for now. Pass some time. It gives us death and reviving.
Die, don't worry. Temple of Revival sits within the guild, resurrecting gladiators. But it takes some time. However, should you want to bring them back to life instantly,
okay,
it will cost you mana crystals.
Can I just revive them at any
in
point?
The middle of championships. Comes in handy.
Nice. And the last time I was getting destroyed. Okay, so it revived them. Oh, they're just back. All right. All right, so we're gonna roll along here.
We need your help, my lord. The Church of the Dead has risen our ancestors from their graves and turned them into ghouls, and they intend to raise more soon.
Ooh, this is a little bit of a hard fight. They got a tanky guy and a summoner in the back, but I think we can deal with this because summoner's gonna bring in ghouls. We're gonna do it this way and hope that she can get some hit kills here. We'll have her target him, and we'll have him target this guy, try to keep him off balance. So there we go. Uh-oh. That was kind of close, actually. Berserker's rocking out.
Many thanks, my lord. The dead can rest in peace.
We need maybe iron or stone. Grab stone. I think stone's pretty useful for everything at this point. All right. It would be nice to have a healer. We need a cleric fort. Let's see what we can build here. Can we build a cleric fort yet? No. Fire tower. We need more iron. To hire special types of gladiator. It is that kind of shop. Appears in events at some point. Okay. All right. Well, we're getting good with these people here. We have to decide if we want to be good with the nobles, the necromancers, or the people. And then we get some good people from that. We may go evil this time. We'll see. Items in the market here. Ooh, increased health. Sure. Having armor with health buff is going to be nice for our berserker. He's already been like living on the edge a little bit here. This 2 versus 2 or 1 versus 1. 2 versus 1 is dangerous because he hits extremely hard. Let's go 2 versus 2. See what we're up against. 2 knights. Can't be knocked down. So he knocks people down, and we'll let the archer try to get the kills here. Just let him fight. Try to just deal with him up front. Unless the archer's going to sit here and miss. The archer's actually not doing as well as I'd hoped. Okay, this is working out well. Oh, it was for a second. Hey, we lost our buddy here, but the archer won it. Trust me, permadeath means that once they die like this, you have to buy new gladiators. It is painful. Make sure you set your gold compensation up some, because 30% is not going to be enough. He did, but he's getting revived. It is a magic-based game, right? Back. Could buy some iron. It's very expensive. If we did, we would get our clerics, which I do like to have a cleric, but the fire mage might be nice too. Cleric can heal. And you know how powerful healing can be in most games. We need iron, but we don't have any ability to buy iron right now. We'll go ahead and just pass some time. Event Raising Dead.
Necromancers turned a man's grandfather into a deformed ghoul and sold him to the traveling fair. Now he's doing street performance tricks.
Alright, we'll help. Necromancer in the back is definitely going to be a problem. Square him off here. Go after him. We'll let him do whatever he wants to do, but he's going to go after the Necromancer. For sure. Alright, here we go. That AoE attack by these guys hurts. Did he just resurrect that guy? Got some extra XP off that if that's the case.
Many thanks. May the dead sleep peacefully.
Okay, we'll take the ore. And I think we can now build our cleric fort. Hey, out of your market. Is there any clerics in here? There are, for 120. Angel of Revenge. After the gladiator's death, all gladiators lose 20% of their max health. All enemy gladiators. That's pretty nice for a cleric. For only 120. It hits him if he goes down. He's like one last hit. 20%. We may want to buy him. Oh, our archer gained a level. Don't care about the dodge so much, but the arrow damage is really nice. But the accuracy and everything is depending on the agility. So of course we're gonna buff the agility up here. Stamina. Up with the health a little bit here and the movement to keep her shifty. Melee attack is terrible, but to be expected. All right, we want to get that cleric for 120, so let's go to the bank. Selling maybe stone, wood. Sell some wood. I sold a little bit too much there. So he gets a basic melee attack that's really weak. The Divine Circle casts to heal friendly gladiators around him. So he wades into combat. He gets a shield block. He has a weak heal. That's not that weak, actually. And his melee attack is pretty terrible. But we'll get him. Block is a little bit similar to the shield block here, but it blocks more. But he does get that heal. Damage is really pathetic compared to the hammer guy here. But a little bit of heal is better than nothing, I guess. Alright. We can ally with the people, but I kind of don't necessarily want to do that right now. Can we 1v1? Or few versus somebody strong? I think we'll 1v1. Who are we up against? This guy. Well, he's a little slow. Put our archer against him then. Hopefully that works. Yeah. She wrecked him. He's too slow to get up to her. Nice. Okay, so now
The people's representative has asked.
would we like to enter an alliance? We'll tell them we decline. We're going after the necromancers, I think. We have a discount on gladiators coming up. Do the next tournament. There's prevent the dead raising.
Crossed the line. They arrived in the middle of the funeral. Told us how they're in a hurry to close a killer deal with some traveling flesh.
Yeah, let's do this. We get some gold out of it too.
The people won't
Yeah, we'll help again. I think we can do this. We've got 4 gladiators this time. Guys are slow in the back. We got our medic. These have an area attack, actually, these guys do. Why don't we try to split them up? Cleric down here with our weaker of the two. He's a summoner. He's going to bring out stuff that we don't like. And stay on him. Why don't you go after him as well? And then you're going to stay on him. Normally we want her to be firing on the support, I think. And he's going to probably be stuck with the fighters most of the time. He, ally is under attack. Probably need him to stay with the fighter enemies most of the time. Okay, there we go. Alright, our archer's doing well, but our fighter here is gonna die. Yeah, we're doing alright. Fighter's not very good. Oh,
It was a lot to ask, but the people will always be grateful to you for being on our side.
he's a meat shield. Killing is what we do. We don't really need him right now. We do have a new gladiator market. Nothing there. There's discounts coming up as well. Deals 50% more damage, but takes more damage. Increased movement speed and stamina. A little bit more intelligence for our cleric. Health potions. We're about to get into a big fight here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy the chess piece. Let's give it to the cleric. Cleric is alive, he can heal himself. Two versus one. Oh, he's only a level 3. He's a weakling. Hang back here and let her pepper him for a minute. Or not. He's weak. Nice. Oh, we got some boots too. Boots are increased movement speed and stamina, so Berserker probably wants increased movement speed. Needs increased stamina as well because he's got so many different attacks. Definitely going to knock that up a bit, and his health. We got 2 left. That's probably going to go into... Kick is agility based, the punch is strength and agility, but the agility is going to be much higher. That long axe attack is buffed by agility, but strength is the big one. We'll go up agility. Agility knocks down his execution time too, and gives him a better weapon block. Now we've got discounts on the gladiator market. Ooh. Frenzy. When he kills somebody, he gains 40% strength. That's kind of nice for him. Can't do the fire tower yet. I don't think. And yeah. I would like to sell this knight and get this one. Sell him. I need 40 more gold, so we can sell some wood probably. Whoops, bank. Sell 2 woods. And we will go to the gladiator market and buy this knight. Ah, we've got a good knight there. Good night. Alright. We're going to be paying our gladiator wages, so we need to go back to the bank and sell. I think we're going to have to sell some stone. I need 41. Alright, and 1 wood. Okay, tournament's up. We got the graveyard here. Next fight. Only allowing us to take in 3. Oh, they got clerics. But those clerics, of course, nobody hits hard, but they do heal. Only 2 guys. Or these guys that... Gold, resource, item, and... Yeah, we like the items. Or item. Resource or item. This gives us everything. Gold, resource, item, and consumable. This gives us gold, resource, or item, and resource or item. We're gonna go with this one. These 3 knights. Got the heals. So I think these guys don't hit as hard. This guy's a frenzy, so if he gets hit, he may actually do well. Mount. She is good. We'll put her down here. We want her to take down one of these guys first. It's this turtle. Each additional friendly gladiator. Okay, so that's not a big deal. Pretty tough. Ooh, each time a gladiator blocks or dodges his attack. So he's going to get stronger as the fight goes on. He recovers. So we're going to make sure that she goes after him, I think. Fight that. He's healing, but it's not going to be enough. We're still set up pretty well as long as we can... Oh, you need to not be hit. You get out of that corner. Ooh, the heal was nice. He doesn't fight melee very well. Why did you back off? There you go. You're faster than these guys. Get away from them. It's, there you go. Keep backing away. Don't get caught on the terrain. Hey! That's okay. You don't have to worry about him. Is he dead? Dead? It says he's dead. I guess we can revive him later. Alright. We gotta be a little more careful this time. This is the same fight we just did. A cleric and a berserker against our berserker. But we get 3. I think we're going against this one here. Our berserker versus their berserker. Theirs the same level. After his death, though, he gets a buff. And he, every time a gladiator gets healed, gladiator strength. Okay, so. He can't really block very well, though. We could probably kill him pretty fast. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Well, let's let the cleric float around. There we go. That's exactly what we want to see. Take out the strong guy that doesn't have much defense first. Our cleric gained a level 2. Agility helps his melee attack quite a bit. Intelligence is going to give him a bigger heal. Wow, he needs a little bit of everything, doesn't he? He needs intelligence. He needs strength here, and here agility. So strength is just a kind of secondary thing. All right. Well, we're going to raise his stamina. His stamina is really low. Keep his movement up a bit. We're going to raise his intelligence by 2. He's mostly a heal bot right now. Next fight. This one's pretty easy too. We keep going for this because it says and. Gold, resource, item, and consumable. Or this one is just gold, resource, or item and consumable. It seems like there's less in this one, so we're going to keep doing this big stuff. I don't think I have anything to fear from this guy. He's higher level than us, though, but... See? Nothing to fear. Okay. Agility's big for her, because it's accuracy and hit. Don't care about the melee so much, but it does give her some dodge if she gets close. We need to keep her... The stamina needs to be high. Movement is important for her. 50. Intelligence helps a little bit, but not much. Let's keep her agility way up there. Next fight. 2 berserkers. I think I'm not afraid of 2 berserkers. We'll just let him float. That was quick. Took out the weak one first. Yeah, that was really quick. Next fight. Yeah, we'll go after this guy again this night. It's not really much of a challenge. They just knock him down and then he's done. Well, that was pretty easy. Got some good stuff out of that. 460 gold, 130 stone. We got a bow. We already have a bow. Spike chest reflects 5% of the damage dealt to this gladiator. That's pretty nice. He's dead, but he's coming back. Might be good for this guy because he can block, so it keeps his block actually will do damage to people, I think. Or when he gets hit, he's kind of the knight. He's supposed to do that. You know, take damage and dish it back out. What's this? Why is it telling us to go here? Oh, we got a new thing. We got the taming hall. Ooh, that's nice. Wargs. Chasing down vulnerable but dangerous enemies behind the line. Yep. Like it. All right, let's go ahead and check. We got discounts here. Got the spread, so I don't think we need anybody else really. New items on the market. Or 5 for the axe. We'll just run the arena here. Oh, new battle choices. All right. 3 versus 3. Yeah, let's do that. Can we not do it? Available in 1 day. Okay. So we got a pretty good spread. So a medic, which is no problem because we have one. They're 2-2-2. We're a higher level than they are. This guy's weak. We're going to take him down first. Again, we're going to let the cleric just kind of float around with the group here. Ooh, he got healed. There's a heal, but they can't keep up with the damage once one of them's down. Good deal. That worked pretty well. A little bit of stone. I didn't give him the reflect. The knight needs that reflect. Have anybody that needs cheat wield 2 bows? No, has to have this. The cleric, I think, doesn't depend too much on agility, but could use it. We can take it off too, yeah. We'll just give it to cleric because he can benefit from it. Just a little bit. Training the genius spellcaster.
A young boy wielding immense mana capabilities was discovered at one of the farms, but his brainless family won't give him away for training. They want him to be a farmer like the rest of their pitiful lineage.
Oh, we can bring him to you. He needs to be a necromancer. We're on the necromancer side, remember? Alright, so we can bring 4. Pitchfork guy is a little bit dangerous. There's some ranged people back here. I think our knight is going to tank these with the cleric. Our archer, we're going to go after this guy first. And then our archer is going to go after this guy first. And then maybe here. We'll have to leave her alone for now. Let's see how this works. Alright. Hopefully this works out well. Ooh. Oh! Still even. Still, yeah, we're still doing well. Yeah, he's gonna have a hard time beating the cleric and that knight together. That knight blocks pretty well, so having the cleric with him is pretty nice. I like how the cleric backs off. Kind of backs off, lets his stuff regen, and then runs back in.
Good work. He will one day thank us all.
I'm sure he will. Collect rewards. Okay, mana crystals, we want gold for sure. Mage rope. I like the stamina boost. I'm gonna keep taking the gold. I mean, I can use that for a lot of different stuff. Cleric gained. The only one that really needs this, so we're gonna go ahead and switch that out again. And now he's got more intelligence. Strength really helps the cleric with blocking. Doesn't do much damage, but that block is pretty nice. Give him more stamina, of course. Block is free, but we do want him to get heals off. More health would be good, because he's a blocker, and more intelligence. This guy, our berserker here. More health, he keeps getting knocked down. More stamina and some agility, a little bit of strength this time too. $710 gold. I'm not gonna buy all that wood. If I wanted to buy that, that would be way too expensive. I would need 100, that'd be 500 gold. We'll wait. Might be something else we can do. Upgrade our items. Don't think we need to do that. Give them better experience. Tavern. Need more wood and more iron. Hold off. Gladiators popped up. Can't buy any more gladiators, they're all low level anyway. Ooh, 1 versus few. That's like a death sentence. 2 versus 2? Sure. Ooh, it's these. Our berserker's fast. Our cleric can block but can't run them down very well, but it might be able to block and heal. This one's the more dangerous one up here. I think this is the best combo here. A little bit concerned about this fight, but we'll go ahead and just let it play out. Yeah, I figured that would work. Ooh, yeah, almost got me up here. Not bad. Minor stamina. Alright, well, thanks for joining everybody. Hope you enjoyed the episode. In the next one, we're going to be getting ready for the tournament coming up here. At the farm, I think, is the next one that's going to be rolling around. Thanks for joining, everybody. Have a great day. I will see you in the next episode. I'm enjoying this game. It's a pretty fun little auto battler, and like I said, It's early access, so if you're interested in it, check it out. It's only about $10 on Steam. Maybe you can get a discount because of the early access. And they're going to be releasing more content as well. Thanks for joining. I hope you have a great day. Take care.